What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Marco, and on today's show, we're taking a look at what I consider and what I think many consider a fan favorite game, and that is, of course, History Maker Baseball by Plaay Games. So, a few thoughts on the front end about this game and baseball games in general. So, it is of my opinion, and I think it's the majority opinion, once again, that baseball games are the bread and butter of the sports tabletop industry. Pretty much every single major game company has one. Of course, APA has one, Strat has one, Play has one, and then there are countless other offshoots or off-brands, Payoff Pitch, Pocket Pennant Run, Season Ticket Baseball, Inside Pitch. There's all sorts, okay? What differentiates these games? I think that is the separating margin there is, some games really pride themselves on ease of play. I would think more of like the upcoming Fast Inning Baseball, for example, or maybe Pocket Pennant Run, where the ratings are pretty simple. It's a letter grade. You look at a couple charts, you roll the die, you get your result. And then you have your deeper style, which is like your APA it's advanced, or I think they call it the master. Or you have Stratomatic with their advanced and super advanced. And then threading the needle perfectly is History Maker Baseball. So to really show off all the things that this game can do that other games can't, we're going to have to come down to the table. But just on the front end, things like team harmony. Did a team win or lose yesterday? If so, that's going to affect what's happening on the tabletop. Of course, all games have weather and ballpark effects, but this game goes a step further and brings in umpires, for example. It also brings in hot streaks, cold streaks, teams with momentum. There's secondary charts to see if, if a batter's hot right now, they read off of this chart versus that chart. There's all sorts of different ways the game can go, which really brings the game to life. And that is what I love most about History Maker Baseball. So, without further ado, let's break open the box, let's set everything up, and let's play History Maker Baseball. All right, everybody, now I'll turn your attention down to the tabletop as we begin History Maker Baseball. So, the first thing that you'll notice, two game boards here. The bottom part is where the majority of the game is going to be played. This is where your home pitcher goes, where your visitor pitcher goes, your home lineup, because pitcher versus lineup, pretty smart, and your away lineup over here opposite the home pitcher. Then you have your benches. On one side is your home team, the other side is the away team. I like to sort them: pitchers, starting pitchers, relievers, and the bench. And then this area right here is where the umpires are going to go, which I'll talk about in just 1 second. So a couple of things. First of all, we are going to be playing the 1998 commemorative 25th anniversary set. And of course, it wouldn't be 1998 without playing the great home run chase of Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire. So we have the Chicago Cubs of 98 versus the Cardinals of 98. Starting pitchers for today is going to be Kerry Wood, of course, the flamethrower who struck out 20 batters back in May. He is going opposite Matt Morris for the Cardinals. And right out of the gate, there is a lot to do before you even start a game in History Maker Baseball, as this is what separates History Maker Baseball, in my opinion, from all the other tabletop sports games, is all the stuff you do beforehand, because it pays off later in the game. Just a little bit ago, I was doing a test run of these two teams, and there was a fly ball in the left field that the outfielder bobbled the ball, and the umpire called him out, and I had to do an umpire check, because if any of the umpires were respectable umpires on their rating, they would have called him out. Well, none of them were, so the play stood, and it was an out, even though it was very clearly a ball that hit the ground. So it's little things like that that really separate this game. Couple of things also I want to talk about before we get going. If you've never played Plaay Games before, and if you're watching my channel, this will not be new to you. You will not see any numbers on any of these cards. You won't see career statistics. You won't see he's going to hit a home run if you roll a 10 or less. You won't see any of that stuff on these cards. Instead, like any other play game, it is quality. So let's just take a look at Mark McGwire's card. He's a hero, he's a slugger, he's a home run king, he's patient, and he's a semi-whiffer. How about Ray Langford? He's a semi-everything, semi-hero, semi-slugger, semi-home run king, semi-patient, semi-whiffer. And these ratings will have, they are based on real-life statistics, and they will have call-ups as the game goes along, and then depending on what the call-up is, something happens. So if it calls up for a home run king, he's going to hit a home run, theoretically. Or a whiffer means he'll probably strike out. And for those of you who are really curious, the great people over at Plaay Games, Keith Avalone and company, give you a breakdown of where they come up with these ratings. So for example, home run king, this guy's going to hit about 50 home runs a year. Whereas a slugger hits about 30. Versus no designation's going to get about 10 and less than 5 to the scrapper. Incidentally, the champion rating is about a 350 hitter. The hero bats about 300. The no designation bats about 250. The utility bats about 200. And the sad sack 150. Same for pitchers. The ace is about a 2.0 ERA. The star is a 3. The 4 is no designation. Workman, he's not very good. He's a 5. And the struggler will get about a 6.0 ERA. This also applies to fielding if he's gold or if he's iron. A gold, self-explanatory, that's your gold glove type players. Iron, sounds self-explanatory, the glove is made of iron. They're not a very good fielder. Same with base running. If he's active, a player who steals a base around every 10 at-bats. Stoic, never steals. Experience, same thing. If he's an icon, he has 8 years of big league experience and is considered an icon. Prospect is a player who has less than 2 full years. So not necessarily a rookie, but someone who hasn't been around the block very much, so to speak. Another thing that's included, your ballpark qualities. We are, of course, playing in Wrigley Field, because where else would we be playing in this house? And at Wrigley Field, you come down to where you're playing, and this is every ballpark. As of, when did I get this game? 2023. This is every ballpark you could conceivably play with. Look how long that list is. You have Old Yankee Stadium, New Yankee Stadium, Shea Stadium, Citi Field. Well, we're at Wrigley Field. It's a grass surface. It's semi-small for lefties and semi-small for righties. So, one thing, well, let's do this. So another thing, as I talked about, is how the umpires can influence a game. I'm going to shuffle the umpires. Now, the 1998 set comes with every single umpire. I don't know about every single, but I think 25 or 30 of the most frequent umpires. I think that's what it is. So I'm not going to be loyal to National or American League umps. I'm just going to shuffle them and place them randomly. I think it really adds to the flair of the game by doing that. You never quite know what you're going to get. You might get a little different result every time. So let's see. Our home plate umpire this evening is Bruce Fromming, who is semi-lenient and semi-questionable. At first base is Mike Winters, who is semi-questionable. Kerwin Danley is our second base umpire. He is lenient. And Joe Brinkman is our third base umpire, who is semi-strict and semi-questionable. So we have 3 questionable umpires or semi-questionable umpires out there this game. That's going to be interesting. Okay, last thing to do. You come on over. You have 2 other charts here. You've got your game day weather and you've got your clubhouse mood. Let's check the weather first. Well, let's say that this game is a big-time series in the middle of July of 1998. Sosa and McGwire have been going back and forth. Sammy just had his 20-home run June. Mark is lagging a little bit behind, but he's going to catch fire in June and July. But for today, it is a beautiful July day, but let's see if there's any wind or rain in the forecast. We rolled a 46. We're in July in the central region. So we go and see if any of these numbers come up, 11, 22, or 33. Wait, hold on. Roll 2 dice, reading. Okay, so 46. Yeah, no. Yeah, nope, nothing. It had so a 46 is nowhere near 1122 or 33. So there is no weather. No significant weather for today's game. Now we're going to see what the mood in the clubhouse is, and this could differentiate hot teams from cold teams. So I don't want to mess with it too much, but this is for your long replay people, or maybe you're like, I'm only going to do like a 20 game replay type of deal, and you want to know what the mood in the clubhouse is before the game. So I'm going to say both teams are in a good mood. It's the middle of July. The Cardinals haven't quite fallen out of the pennant race yet. The Cubs are still in it, which is rare for them, but it's a magical year in 1998. Whoa! First die roll goes out of control. All right, so I rolled a 1, so it's the batting coach. We'll do the Cardinals first. So batting coach. Oh, another thing. I have to find out who is my hot and cold player. I'm going to say Mark McGwire's hot. And let's just say Royce Clayton, the leadoff, is cold. Now, they could reverse that if they come out and get a base hit or something like that. All right, so batting coach, roll the 6, non-issue. So nothing. It's just a standard day in the clubhouse. Let's do the Cubs now. Let's say Sosa's hot and do the same thing. Let's say Lance Johnson, the leadoff hitter, is cold. So let's roll it. A 5 says local media. Okay. Then a 4, major perk with the manager. Okay. Major perk with manager. So we come down here. What's the major perk? 1 says no cold batter. All right. So Lance Johnson's no longer cold. So if I had a physical score sheet, I would write down that Royce Clayton is cold, Mark McGwire is hot for the Cardinals, and for the Cubs, Sammy Sosa is hot. And we're ready to play. And what we will do then, I will go over to my app over here. I'll hit play ball. For those of you wondering, the app is iScore Baseball. I've showed it off before. They still do update the app as far as I know. They do not update the football and the soccer version anymore, which is really too bad because they're great apps, but they really show their age now, unfortunately, because they haven't been updated in probably 10 years. But the baseball one, still very good. Would recommend it to everyone. It's not free. You have to buy it. But it is, for replay gamers especially, it is so much worth it. It does all the stats and everything for you. You could do seasons. You could do leagues. Anything you want. It's all right there. I think it's $20 one-time fee, I want to say. All right. Stepping into the box, Royce Clayton leading off for the 98 Cardinals. Kerry Wood, the young flamethrower for the Cubs, and we are off. So you're going to roll all 4 die, the 3 die and the decider die. And in traditional play style, you're going to read them from smallest to largest, 1, 2, 3. And you're going to begin by coming to the booklet, and you'll begin with the pitcher, then to the batter, then to the fielder if we don't find the quality in each of the columns. So 1, 2, 3, you start with the pitcher. Is he both flash and fresh? Okay, before we get there, fresh. Most baseball games, in my opinion, struggle with fatigue for the pitchers. A lot of games like Strat, for example, gives you a number and that's the inning when they run out of gas. Okay, it's kind of hard. A lot of people have come up with their own systems, although in History Maker Baseball, I think they have the best system. And I'm not just saying that because I'm doing the video right now. I really think it's the best system. And here it goes. The starting pitcher is fresh for 3 innings, semi-fresh for the 3 innings thereafter. Anytime they give up 5 runs, they are no longer fresh and they are a struggler now. And then once, if they haven't given up 5 runs, they lose all their freshness. They can never be fresh again. In other words, after that 6th inning, so the 7th, 8th, and 9th. And as soon as they give up 5 runs, it doesn't matter if they've been throwing a no-hitter, and then all of a sudden they give up 5 runs. The second that happens, they are a struggler. And then there's some bullpen rules, which I'll get to a little bit later. So we come down here. Does Kerry Wood have flash? Oh, yes, he does. He has double flash. And is he fresh? Oh, yes, he is. So, boom, struck out Royce Clayton the first batter of the game. And double flash, I think there's an advanced rule that if they're double flash, they, and I'm going to check the rules on this. I'm pretty sure he may strike out the next batter as well. But that could just be house rules. Let me see if I can find this really fast. And see, again, I wish I was live right now. Someone would be screaming in the comments, because I know this is a very popular game. And I know that most of you have these memorized. So let's see here. This is riveting television, let me tell you. Riveting YouTube. Let's watch Marco read a rule book. It's exactly how he wanted to start this game. Okay, double qualities. For certain pitchers with exceptional power control, the flash and control qualities are sometimes doubled. For these pitchers, when a specific quality is called for, they create 2 outs instead of 1. A pitcher with double flash will strike out the next batter faced and the next batter. So, boom, just like that, the second batter, Delino DeShields, is also struck out. So, Kerry Wood has struck out the first 2 batters he has faced, and we've only had to roll the die 1 time. So, 2 outs, top of the first, and here comes Mark McGwire for the Cardinals. 1-3-6. Is he an ace? No. Is McGwire whiffer or cold? He's semi-whiffer. Decider die says yes, so strike 3. Kerry Wood strikes out the side to begin the game. Could we see another 20 strikeout game from Kerry Wood? I don't know. Let's find out. All right, bottom of the first, Cubs leading off, Lance Johnson. Rolls a 1-5-6. It is blank for the pitcher. Is he a whiffer? No. Outfield drama. So let's go to the outfield drama chart, 1 page over. I roll 2 die, black and red. 55. Is the right fielder iron? That's Brian Jordan. So let's find his card. No, he's a Gold Glover. So, is he iron? No. So, drive to the gap, handled easily. So, a line drive caught for the out by Johnson, 1 down for the Cubs. And here comes Jeff Blauser. 2-5-6. Is he a struggler? No. Is he a patient or a champion? He is semi-patient. Decider die says yes, so Blauser draws a walk. And I actually just realized I have not been recording my screen, so I'm going to do that right now. So I'm recording my screen on my iPad so I can add this later. This is iScore. Phenomenal app. I'm going to maybe try and make this really small and put it off in the corner so you guys can see it. So there's Blauser. He's on first, and Sammy Sosa is up to bat. So runner on first, Sosa up. Blauser's not going to think about stealing because he is stoic. Oh, 2-2-3. It's really hard to see kind of over the edge. All right, 2-2-3. All right, is Morris wild? No. Slugger or utility? He is a slugger. Line drive out to short with a thumbs up. So if he's a whiffer, he will strike out. He's not. So that is a line drive to short. And Sammy Sosa, oh, hit the wrong button. Sorry. Sammy Sosa will line out to short, and that is his at-bat. So I will put him under Blauser first. Makes it easier when you're flipping through the lineup. Finally, Mark Grace with 2 down. 2-5-6. Is Morris a struggler? No. Is Grace a champion or patient? He's semi-patient. And the decider die says yes, so another walk. So Grace gets on board with a walk. So 2 walks here for Matt Morris. And the Cubs have 2 on with 2 outs. And here is Jose Hernandez trying to score the first run of the game. Still no base hits so far. 1-1-2. Is he a flash? Yes, semi though. And decider die says no. Is Hernandez a sad sack? No. So check with the scorer. Okay. Check with scorer. I don't think I've seen this result. All right, go to scorer mini chart. Okay, down here, safe it for. Oh, so this looks like he's throwing it to first. So we'll roll one die. It's a 3. Base hit off the glove of the first baseman. All right, so little base hit. I'm gonna hold the runner at third because I don't think the runner would have gone. I know if I was playing this correctly, what you would do is you would look at the lowest die rolled, but I picked up one of the die and didn't notate which it was. So in other words, if I roll the 1, nobody advance. If I roll a 1 on a ground out, it's a double play. Runners hold on fly outs, and runners advance 1 base on base hits. We'll get to that when we get there. So I'll make sure I keep that in mind. All right, Mickey Morandini is up with 2 outs and the bases loaded for the Cubs. 4, 5, 6. Nothing on the pitcher. Is he patient? No. Fly ball into center field, and it is caught. So the Cardinals survive the rally by the Cubs. They leave the bases loaded, and it is 0-0 after 1 here in Chicago. All right, so checking the camera here. We're still good on time. All right, top of the second, leading off for the Cardinals is Ray Lankford. 1-3-6. Is Carey an ace? No. Is Lankford a whiffer or is he cold? Well, he's not cold. Is he a whiffer? He is semi. It's a yes. Strike 3. Lankford is gone. Make that 4 strikeouts for Kerry Wood. Holy God. This could be another one of those games for the youngster. Here's Brian Jordan. 1-2-5. Is he a struggler? No. Is he patient? No. That's going to be a ground ball to third, and he is gone. So Jose Hernandez scoops it up, throws it to Mark Grace at first. 2 down for the Cardinals. Ron Gant, 1-4-6. Is he a flash? Oh, yes, he is. He's double flash. Strike 3. And Wood, oh my. Kerry Wood brought his stuff today. He has 5 strikeouts through 2 innings. Holy cow. Whew. Throwing gas up there. All right, Henry Rodriguez leading off for the Cubs. 4-4-5. Is Morris a workman? No. Is Morandini patient? No. So that's a ground out to first. So McGuire will grab it, toss it back to the pitcher, 1 down. That brings up Tyler Houston. A 1-3-6. Is Morris an ace? He's a semi-ace, but does not get the decider die. Is Rodriguez a whiffer? Yes, he is. He doesn't get the decider die, and he's not cold. So it is infield drama. So we'll go to the infield drama chart. Roll 2. It's a 3-6. Is the third baseman goal? So that's going to be Gary Gaetti, and I know he's not because he's right here. So a crazy bouncing grounder makes the play if he was gold. He's not. So batter is safe at first on an error. So Gaetti will bobble the ball, and he is safe at first on an error, and that brings up Kerry Wood. So you can get little cards that you could put in the lineup for the place of the pitcher, but I'm just going to put in Kerry Wood here to pitch, or to hit rather, and I'm going to bunt. So I'm going to bunt Rodriguez into scoring position. So how you do bunts is you roll 1 die over here, and you read the results. So I'll use the red die. A 5. He's out at first, and the runner advanced. So Rodriguez is up to first. Wood is out. So that is a successful. That is a successful sacrifice bunt. We'll just say, and you could roll a die to see who it went to. 4, that's the second baseman. So, a successful bunt laid down by Wood. So, 2 outs. Rodriguez on second, and here is Lance Johnson. Got a little bit out of order here. Lance Johnson. 2 outs, 1 on. 3-5-5. Is he a struggler? No. Is he gilded? No. Johnson, is he a champion? No. So that is a ground out to second, and that ends the inning. 0-0 after 2. We head to the top of the third here in 1998. No fireworks yet except Kerry Wood. He's got 5 strikeouts in the first 2 innings pitched, and here he comes facing Gaetti, Lampkin, and the pitcher Matt Morris here in the third. The leadoff man, Gaetti, 2-4-6. Does he have control? No. Is Gaetti eager or sad sack? No. So he walks him. So the first mistake by Wood, he walks Gaetti and says if he's active, he steals. He's not. So Gaetti is just going to get to first there. That's the first base runner for the Cardinals. And here comes Tom Lampkin. 3-3-6. Is he an ace or dynamic? He's neither. Is he a sad sack, utility, or patient? He is utility. Called strike 3. Caught him looking. That is strikeout number 6 for Kerry Wood. And that brings up the pitcher, Matt Morris. So he is going to do the same thing. He's going to bunt Gaetti into scoring position here. A 1. Safe at first. Runners advance. So it's a bunt single for the pitcher, Morris. Wouldn't you know that? Wow. What do you know? Pitcher comes through with a bunt single. So 2 on, 1 out. Here's Royce Clayton. Wood finding his first little bit of trouble in this game. Checking the camera. Almost out of time, so we'll have to reset. 2-2-5. Is Wood a star? Yes, semi, but he doesn't get it. Is Clayton a slugger or a sad sack? He's neither. So it's a base hit into center, and that means runners advance 1 base on singles, doubles, and triples. So, or 1 base per. So that is just a standard base hit. Gaetti will not score from second, so the bases are loaded, and here comes Delino DeShields with 1 out. And the Cubs are going to want to do everything they can to avoid bases loaded with Mark McGwire. So hopefully a double play ball here. So Wood winds and delivers. 1-3-5. Nothing there. Nothing there. Unusual result. Oh, no. It's the lead die. So the lead die is a 1. That's red. So we'll come to the unusual result chart, red. And what color is the black? It's 3. A red 1 and a black 3. Okay, here we go. So we'll roll 2 die. A 2-6 is the third baseman iron. That's Jose Hernandez. He is not iron. 2-6. Third baseman iron caught lounging. Otherwise, it is a line out to Hernandez. So a great snag there. As Delino DeShields lines out, everybody holds, and here comes the big dog with 2 outs. Big Mac, Mark McGwire, against Kerry Wood here. Bases loaded, 2 outs, top of the third. I was just thinking about what to do there. I'm going to go for it. So here goes Wood. 2-3-5 is the roll. Is Wood wild? No. Is McGwire eager? No. It is a ground out to second, but there is a... if he's patient, he draws a walk. He is! They will walk in a run, and there is the first run of the game. It is 1-0 for the St. Louis Cardinals over the Cubs. All right, so... That is another great example of this game where qualities matter. So it was a ground out, but you see the little signal. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. You see the little signal at the end of it, and it was the hourglass. You come down to the hourglass, and it says if he's patient, he's going to draw a walk. So that's where the game really shines in terms of, yeah, there's no ratings on these cards, but the qualities make a difference because in real life, Mark McGwire probably would have drawn a walk in that situation instead of grounding out, especially with the runners on. So, like that, bases loaded. So, again, I'm doing a whole video about qualities versus ratings, and that's exactly the type of stuff that I'm referring to, that the qualities really do behave like their real-life counterparts. So, back to the action. Ray Langford is up. Base is still loaded. 2 outs for the Cardinals. 2-5-6. Is Wood a struggler? No. Is Langford a champion or is he patient? He is semi-patient, but he doesn't get it. So now there's infield drama. Oh, no. Cubs kicking the ball all over the place. 1-4. Is the first baseman iron? That's Mark Grace. I don't think he is, but let's check. He's not. 1-4. So makes the play. Easy ground out. So the Cubs get out of the jam with minimal damage. It is 1-0 St. Louis, and I'm going to pause the cameras, and when we come back, it is the bottom of the third. Can the Cubs answer? Let's find out. Back here at Wrigley Field, bottom of the third. Cubs trail 1-0. Leading off is Jeff Blauser, and I just realized I shuffled the starting pitcher back into the Cardinals pile. That's Matt Morris. Let's get him back out here to pitch. Forgot he was hitting. 2-2-3 is the roll. Is he wild? Is Morris wild? No. Is Blauser a slugger or a utility? He is. So that is a line drive to short, and that is the first out of the third inning. There's a thumbs up there, by the way, which the whiffer strikes out. He's a semi-whiffer, didn't get it, so it stands as a ground out. Here comes Sosa, lined out to short in his first at-bat. 1-2-5. Is Morris a struggler? No. Is Sosa patient? He's not. So that is also a ground out to third. So Sammy is 0 for 2. Not quite the offensive fireworks show that I had anticipated so far between these two guys, Sosa and McGwire. We'll see if that changes in the later innings. 2-3-5. Is Morris wild? No. Is Grace eager? No. So that is a ground out to second with an hourglass. So if he's patient, he walks. He is patient, but he's semi-patient and doesn't get it. So the Cubs go 1-2-3. Quick inning there. We head already to the fourth inning. Top of the fourth. It's Brian Jordan leading off for the Cards. 2-5-6. Is Query a struggler? No. Is he a champion? Yes, he is, and it's activated. So that is a walk. So Kerry Wood, let's just check it out real quick. That is how many walks already? That's 3 walks and 6 strikeouts. So Kerry Wood, I mean, sort of like his real-life counterpart, when he was on, he was unhittable, and when he was off, the ball sometimes would be flying all over the place. So seems to be holding true so far. 3 walks, 6 strikeouts. Here's Ron Gant. 1-3-4. Is he a gold? Is the catcher gold? That's Tyler Houston. He's not. So is the batter a champion? No. It's going to be outfield drama. We roll 2 die, 2-6. Is the center fielder stoic? That's Lance Johnson. I don't think he is, but let's check. He is not. So that is an easy out made. Otherwise, it would have been a base hit. And we're going to hold the runner Jordan at first. Here's Gaetti. Gary Gaetti. 3-6-6. Nothing on the pitcher. Is he a pinch hitter? No. Otherwise, it is a fly out to center for the second out. So they got that leadoff runner, but haven't done anything with it. Back-to-back flyouts to center. And here is Tom Lampkin, the last chance here in the fourth. 2-3-5. Is Wood wild? No. Is the batter eager? No. So that is a ground out to second. And if he's a whiffer, or patient rather, he gets a walk, which he's not. So that's it. They trade 1, 2, 3 innings. Well, the Cardinals had a leadoff runner, but didn't matter. All right. Bottom of the fourth. Jose Hernandez leading off for the Cubs. 4-5-5. Is he a flash? He is, and it's activated. Strike 3. Hernandez is gone for the Cubs. Here's Morandini. 4-5-5. Is he flash? He's semi. It's activated. Strike 3. Goodbye. Back-to-back strikeouts for the Cardinals. 1-5-6. Is he a whiffer? He is, but it's not activated, so we got outfield drama. Roll 2 die. 4-4. Is the center fielder iron? That's Ray Lankford. He is not. So that's a dramatic fly out for the third and final out. So back-to-back quick innings there, as it seems like the fireworks have dimmed down a bit. And leading off for the Cardinals is the pitcher, Matt Morris. He is now semi-fresh, both pitchers are, but I don't think it's time to pinch hit for him yet, so we'll just bat for him. 1-4-6. Is he flash? Oh, yes, he's double flash. Struck him out and strikes out Clayton, so 2 more strikeouts for Kerry Wood. The total's up to 8 now in 4 2/3 innings pitched. Wood brought his stuff today. Here's Delino DeShields with 2 outs. 2-4-5. Is he a hero? He is, but it's not activated. So it's going to be a pop out to Morandini at second, and that is the end of the inning. Or the Cardinals' half of the inning, I should say. So here come the Cubs. Houston leading off. 3-5-6. Are they same? That means righty-righty? No, they are not. So is the batter utility or sad sack? He's neither. It's going to be a base hit down the third base line, or first base line. So the Cubs have the leadoff base hitter, and Kerry Wood is up, and I'm going to bunt him. Sack bunt. It's a 3. So perfectly executed bunt. And let's say it goes to 2. That's the pitcher. Or the catcher. That is the catcher. Sorry. So they get Houston over to second. Here comes Lance Johnson with 1 out. He's 0 for 2. 4-4-5. Is he a workman? No. Is he patient? No. It is a ground ball to first, but what happens to that runner? Runners advance on ground outs, so they will get him over to third. So not a total failure. Houston moves over to third, and here is Jeff Blauser with Sammy Sosa on deck with 2 outs. Morris, the pitch. 1-6-6. Is he workman or gilded? No. Is Blauser a whiffer? He is, and it's activated. Strike 3. Down go the Cubs. All right, a 1-0 battle here at Wrigley Field. McGuire leading off here in the top of the 6th. He struck out in his first at-bat. He walked in his second. What does he do here in his third at-bat? 3-4-6. Nothing on the pitcher. Is he eager? No. He is walked. McGuire is walked, and we will use the purple chart, which is team chemistry, for the next batter, which is Ray Lankford. So the Cardinals are primed to do some damage here. Will the Cubs think about changing pitchers? Let's see who's in their bullpen. I mean, it's Bob Patterson, Mark Pachada, Rod Beck. I'm going to stick with Kerry Wood. He needs to get out of the jam here, as this is a jam with team chemistry. Here we go. 6-6. Is there batting team harmony? Yes, there is. It's a happy clubhouse. So focus batter, a big swing in the fence. So this is a deep drive. Is he a slugger or a... Well, nothing's activated, so he's nothing. So if he rolls, he's semi-everything, but nothing came up in the decider die, so it's going to be other. So he's going to get a double on a 1, 2, 3, a triple on 4 or 5, and a home run with a 6. And that's going to be a double in the center. So McGuire will get all the way over to third. And Langford pulls into second with a double. And the Cardinals are brewing here in the 6th inning. Here comes Brian Jordan with no outs. Again, now I'm going to keep Wood in. I don't know if this is the bad decision. We'll find out. Here we go. 2-6-6. A runner on first is thrown out. Nobody's there. Is this the leadoff batter? No. So this is a fly out to right field. And is he an active runner? No, he is stoic. So best possible scenario on the fly out. He's going to have to hold. McGuire holds at third. The Cubs get the out. And it's 1 down, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to intentionally walk Ron Gant so we get that double play ball. And here is Gary Gaetti with bases loaded and 1 out. I'm hoping for either the double flash or a ground ball to get the double play and get out of this jam. Here we go. I believe in you, Kerry. 5-5-6. That's not good. Is he an ace? No. Is he a sad sack? No. It's a double into right. It backfires. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. Pulling into third is Gant. It's 3-0 St. Louis. Oh, brutal. That backfired. All right. I'm pulling Wood. I can't put in a starter. That's just a house rule. So Wood is done for the day. Oh man, what a masterful start too. All right, I will keep Beck for later, and we will go with Dave Stevens as our bullpen arm here. Dave Stevens coming in for the Cubs. I got to put him in as a batter as well. I always forget that with the old NL rule. Okay. 1 out. 2 runs have scored. It's 3-0 Cardinals. Runners on second and third. Here is Tom Lampkin. And actually, I'm gonna intentionally walk him again. And the reason being is now Matt Morris is up to bat. So I'm going to force their hand. And I think the Cardinals, well, he's got a shutout, a 2-hit. Man, he's got a 2-hit shutout going. Do they really want to do the suicide squeeze? Is there something in the rule book for suicide squeeze? Has to be, right? Suicide squeeze. I would think so. Oh, I forgot this rule, by the way. Any pitcher who allows 3 consecutive batters to reach base is given the semi-struggler quality. If he retires the next batter, the semi-struggler goes away. If he allows a 4th straight, he is a struggler. Forgot that rule. Okay. I think it's just a bunt. Are they really going to try and... No, because they would come home with the ball, wouldn't they? Yeah, I think they would. Oh, boy. All right, unfortunately, I'm going to have to rely on the community to correct me after, a.k.a. down in the comments. Yeah. Correct me down in the comments. So what I'm going to do is Matt Morris is out. And they're going to have a pinch hitter here. And it's going to be... Who would they put in? How about that? Fernando Tatis Sr. He is in for the pitching Matt Morris. So Tatis is in. And again, this could backfire, but here we go. 1 out. Need the double play ball. 1-6-6. Is he a workman or gilded? He's semi-workman, doesn't get it, so he's fine. Is he a whiffer? He is. Strike 3. Goodbye, Tatis. So I'll just put him back on the bench because I'm not going to keep him in the game, but I will need a pitcher here in just a minute. Royce Clayton is up with 2 outs, bases loaded. 3-4-4. Is the pitcher a prospect? No. Is he patient? No. That's going to be a pop fly to second. Morandini is there, and the Cubs get out of the jam, but the damage is done. It is 3-0 Cardinals here in now the bottom of the 6th, and the Cardinals need a pitcher here. And they're going to save... Where's their closer? It's Acevedo. They're going to save him. Painter's got flat... Here we go. It's going to be John Frescatore, who is semi-flash and semi-control. I think that's the best decision for them at this point in time. They really only need a couple innings out of him. So... a reliever has now come in for the Cardinals. I didn't explain this for the Cubs because a lot of things was going on. He is going to be fresh for 1 inning, and it doesn't matter when they come in. If he came in with 2 outs as Stevens did, he is not going to be. He's going to be semi-fresh the next inning. Doesn't matter when they come in. If they come in with no outs, 1 out, 2 outs, doesn't matter. Frescatore is fresh for this inning. If he comes back out in the 7th, he will be semi-fresh. So, and he's got a tough task right out of the gate. It's Sammy Sosa leading off for the Cubs. They're getting shut out at home here, and he rolls a 2-3-6. Is he double control or dynamic? No. Is it the pitcher batting? No. So it's a walk. So Sosa draws a leadoff walk for the Cubs. And that brings up Mark Grace. 1-1-5. Is he fresh? Yes, he is. So pop up to choice infielder. And that's the pitcher. Goes right to him. So Grace pops it up. The pitcher would never really catch it, but that's okay. Frescatore will grab the out. 1 down for the Cubs here in the 6th. Here is Jose Hernandez. 2-3-4. Is there a runner on base? Yes, plate drama. Oh, no. Maybe they caught Sosa. 4-6. Is the catcher iron? That's Tom Lampkin. No, he's not. Batter lets the fastball go by for a strike. So we'll call that strike 1, and you re-roll. 3-3-6. Is he an ace or dynamic? No. Sad sack, utility, or patient? No. Base hit to center field. And runners advance 2 bases on any base hit. So Sosa will get all the way to 3rd. And now we move to the red chart because that was red font, which is player experience for Mickey Morandini. And I would think about sending Hernandez on a steal, but he is a stoic runner, so that's no good. So here we go. 2 on. The tying run is at the plate. 1 out in the 6th inning. 3-6. Is the pitcher a prospect? No. So it is a fly ball to left. Fly ball to left. Is Sosa active? No. So he is not going to be able to score. So no sacrifice fly there. So 2 down now. And here is Henry Rodriguez. And do I want to maybe get a pinch hit here? Yeah. 0 for 2. Left fielder. Let's get Brant Brown in. So I'm going to pinch hit. I need something here. I need to get something going. So Brant Brown is going to pinch hit, and I'm going to put him in left field for Rodriguez, sorry. So here's Brant Brown with 2 on and 2 out in the 6th. Cubs need runs. 2-5-6. Is he a struggler? No. Is he a champion or patient? No to either one. It's infield drama. 2-6 is the second baseman goal. That's Delino DeShields. No, he's not. So otherwise, solid single in a center field. Sosa's going to score. Cubs are on the board here in the 6th inning. It's 3-1. So Brant Brown comes through as I expected. He's been pretty good for me in my Cubs 1998 set. I don't know why I didn't start him. But here we go. It's Tyler Houston with the pitcher on deck. 2-4-6. Is he control? He's semi, and it's a yes. So that's a ground out to the pitcher. So the Cubs will only get 1 run. But, hey, they broke it. They broke the shutout there. So the Cubs are back in this game. Leading off is Delino DeShields, and now Dave Stevens, the pitcher, is semi-fresh. So anytime we get a fresh reading, we got to check the decide or die. And I'm going to check the camera. We're good. We can play this inning until we have to pause again. So here we go. 1-1-3. Is he an ace or dynamic? No. Is he a slugger? No. So that's a base hit in the center field for DeShields. And that brings up Mark McGuire. Struck out once, walked twice. And what does he do here in the 7th? 1-4-6. Is he a flash? Yep, strike 3. Goodbye, McGuire. So they've had Mark's number this game and still lead it 3-1. Here we go. 2-2-2. Is Langford a sad sack? No. So it's a double in the center. Runners advance 2 bases on doubles. So, and active runners. Oh no, active runners scored from first on doubles. He's not active. He was semi-active. So that's just going to be a standard double. Otherwise, it was going to be 4-1 for the Cardinals. So the Cardinals, yet another rally here. So 2 on, 1 out. Here's Brian Jordan. 4-5-6. Nothing for the pitcher. Is he patient? He is not. That's a fly out to center field. And a runner on third scores on any fly out. So, sack fly. Scoring is DeShields. Holding is Langford. And it is, in fact, 4-1 St. Louis. Oh, boy. All right. Well, my Cubbies, they need a comeback in the late innings here. And it's 2 outs in the 7th. 2-5-5. Is he a star? No. Is he a home run king? He is. Fly ball deep to left. It is gone. Home run. Ron Gant. And the Cardinals have blown this game wide open. 6-1. Oh, boy. Man. Oh, that's rough. Okay, Dave Shields, you're out of here. Or Dave Stevens, rather. Whatever your name is. And, oh boy, all right. Well, we'll bring in Mark Pichata. As the Cubs pitching has let them down here late. They are going to need offense in a big way with just 9 more outs. So, but they got to get through this first, as the Cardinals are still batting here with 2 outs. It's Gary Gaetti. And Gaetti, 4-4-6. 446 says, is he a star? No. Is Gaetti a sad sack utility or patient? No. So that is a base hit in the right, and if he is active, he's going to steal. He is not. So that's Tom Lampkin now. It's now a turnstile here at home plate. 1-1-6. Is he fresh? Yes, he is. Strike 3. The Cubs get out of it mercifully. It is 6-1 St. Louis Cardinals. Boy, oh boy. All right, I'm going to pause real quick, and we'll come back in just a second. Back here in the Windy City, Chicago, the Cubs trail 6-1, and it's the pitcher Pichata leading off, and I am actually going to, he only came in for one batter, it seems. I'm going to put him right back to the bench, and we will need a pinch hitter. And it's going to be Kevin Orie pinch hitting for the Cubs. As, unfortunately, they are silent. Only 4 hits on the ball game. They've left 7 on base and have only mustered 1 run in this contest. Not a good game for the Cubs. But hopefully here in the late innings, maybe a little bit of magic can get them back in. Let's see. 2-5-6. Is he a struggler? No, he's not. Sorry. Champion or patient? Nope. Infield drama. 4-6. Is the shortstop gold? That's Royce Clayton. He is not. So, quick recovery. No, otherwise, safe on first on an error. So, the second error committed by the Cardinals as Orie reaches base successfully. So, the Cubs do have a base runner here. And that brings up the 0-for-3 Lance Johnson. 1-2-5. Is he a struggler? No. Is he patient? No. Ground out to third, and that, my friends, is a double play. 5-4-3. Go the Cubs. And boy, oh boy, it is getting gloom and doom here at the friendly confines, as it is quickly gone from 9 outs and 5 runs down to 7 outs and 5 runs down. So here we go. Here's Blauser, 3-3-5. Is the pitcher wild? No. Is he a sad sack? No. So that is a base hit. And he steals unless he is stoic. Well, he is semi-stoic. He is not stoic, so he's going to steal. So Blauser does, in fact, steal second. So that brings up Sammy Sosa, and boy, do the Cubs need him right now. Can we see a big-time homer from Slammin' Sammy? Here we go. 2-3-6. Is he double control or dynamic? No. Is it the pitcher batting? No. It's a walk. Okay. Another walk for Sosa. As the Cardinals want nothing to do with him today. That's 2 walks for Sosa. So here's Mark Grace with 2 on and 2 out. Cubs need a big rally. 2-2-2. Is he a sad sack? No, it's a double into center field. And that's going to score Blauser. So the Cubs get a little bit back here. They chart to maybe chip away at it. 6-2. Here comes Jose Hernandez with 2 outs. And yeah, the Cardinals are going to stick with Frescatore against Hernandez, who is 2-for-3. 5-5-6. Is he an ace? No. Is he a sad sack? No. Double into right field. That's going to score 2. Here come the Cubs. Hernandez comes through. It is now 6-4. All right, rally brewing. That's it for Frescatore. The Cardinals say no more of that. So the Cubs have fought back again. They're back in this game. And the Cardinals will go with, I'm saving Acevedo. So they're going to go with Jeff Brantley. So Jeff Brantley is on to try and curb the bleeding for the Cardinals. The Cubs with their best chance here at a comeback. Trying to find Brantley's card here. Here he is. Okay. It's going to be Mickey Morandini, who is 0-for-3 in the contest. 2-6-6. The runner on first is thrown out, and he's not on first. Is he the leadoff batter? No. Instead, it's a fly out to right field. So, well, not the worst inning. The Cubs do get 3 runs back. It's 6-4. And they need a pitcher. So they're going to go with Don Wangert. So Don Wangert coming in for the Cubbies. In the top of the 8th inning, it's Clayton. Actually, no, it's Brantley, the leadoff, and you know, wow, they're saving. See, do they want to pinch hit again? No, they're gonna save it. Okay, so he's just gonna hit. Brantley, the pitcher, is just gonna hit 2-4-6. Control, no. Eager, sad sack, no. That's a walk. Okay. So the pitcher draws a walk. Oh, and I never put him in. Hang on. Let me do this again. Let me get the sub for the visiting Cardinals, as Brantley should be hitting. Sorry, I always forget some little things with the app. So we'll give him the walk. And that brings up Royce Clayton. 1-2-3. Is he flash? Yes. And is he fresh? Yes. Strike 3. Wangert strikes out Royce Clayton. Here is Delino DeShields. 2-5-6. Is he a struggler? No. Is he a champion or patient? No. Infield drama. Can the Cubs get 2 outs? 3-5. Is the third baseman iron? That's Jose Hernandez. No, I know he's not. So routine ground out. And it will not be a double play. So they'll just go across the diamond. So, you know, here's what we're going to do. We're going to give him a fielder's choice. So he is out on the fielder's choice. So DeShields, I'm going to put the pitcher back so there's no confusion later. So DeShields is on, McGuire is up, and there are 2 outs in the 8th. 1-1-3. Is he an ace or dynamic? No. Is he a slugger? You better believe he is. That is a double into left field. And, oh, man, Mark McGuire, you know, he is pretty dang good, man. That's a double to keep the rally alive. Here comes Ray Lankford. 4-5-6. Nothing on the pitcher. Is he patient? He's semi-patient, but it's activated, so he's walked. Bases are loaded again. Wow. All right, I'm going to do something a little unconventional. I'm bringing in the closer right now. We cannot afford to give up any more runs this late. So Rod Beck is on. He is the closer for the Cubs. And boy, oh boy. So he's gonna have to be semi-fresh for the 9th inning. But if he can get out of this bases loaded jam, that's fine by me. Here we go. Oh, drop the decider die. We'll put it down. 1-4-5. Is he a struggler? No, nothing there. Ground ball to first. And they will get out of it. A little fist pump there from me as the Cubs get out of the jam. And let's see if they can get some runs. Brantley versus Brown. Brantley versus Brandt. How about that? 1-3-3. Is he a slugger? He is! Deep drive! Center field! It's gone! Home run, Chicago! Brandt Brown brings the Cubs within 1 here in the 8th inning. The comeback is on, my friends. They were down 6-1. It's a 1-run game in the 8th. Boy, oh boy, those Cubbies are never out of it. Here comes Tyler Houston. 5-5-6. Is he an ace? No. Sad sack? No. Double into right field goes Houston. And the Cubs have a home run and a double for their first 2 batters. And here is Rod Beck, the pitcher. He is going to bunt. It's a 4. That's a successful bunt. So Houston will get all the way to 3rd. on the sacrifice bunt. And the Cubs are in business in the 8th. Here comes Lance Johnson. 1 out, man on third, a base hit will tie the game. The pitch, 2-2-4. Are they pitching at home? No. Is he a slugger? No. It's a single into right field. Base hit, Lance Johnson. The Cubs tie the game. The Cubs tie the game. It is 6-6 in the 8th. That brings up Jeff Blauser. 3-5-6. Are they the same righty-righty? Yes, they are. Struck him out. And the Wrigley Field crowd gets silenced just for a moment as here comes Sammy Sosa in a tie game at 6. The Cardinals manager will call time and they will bring out the closer, Juan Acevedo, to try and shut down Sammy here in the 8th. The Wrigley Field crowd is rocking here as the Cubs have come all the way back from 6-1 to tie the game at 6. Here's Sammy Sosa. Acevedo checks the runner Johnson at first, kicks and deals. 2-6-6, and instead they will throw him out at first. They picked him off. Lance Johnson gets picked off at first. The Cardinals are joyously running off the field. The Cubs are stunned. They can't believe it. The rally will end on a pickoff, and we head to the 9th inning, all tied up at 6. And here is Rod Beck, who's now semi-fresh. And here we go. Leading off, Brian Jordan. 2-6-6. There is no runner on first. He is the leadoff batter. Single into center field. Gant singles. Here is Gaetti. Gaetti. The pitch from Beck. 2-2-6. Batter hit by pitch. Decider die says no. Is he the cleanup batter? No, he's not. And it's a fly out into left field. Unless he's a whiffer, he is not. So, fly ball into left, and that's that. Here comes Tom Lampkin with 1 out. The pitch from Beck. 2-6-6 again. Runner on first. Throws him out. So the Cubs now pick off the Cardinals runner. They trade pickoffs. What is happening in this game? So that will, Lampkin stays up now with 2 outs, and here we go. 1, 2, 3. Are they both flash? Yes, he is. Is he fresh? He's semi-fresh. The decider die says yes. Strike 3. Lampkin's gone. The Cubs. Oh my God, guys! I'm juiced right now. The Cubs have come back. We are off to the bottom of the 9th inning. Leading off is Sammy Sosa. It's a 6-6 ball game. Pitching is the Cardinals closer Juan Acevedo. He is semi-fresh. Can the Cubs come all the way back and win it? The pitch. 1-3-5. Nothing there, nothing there. Unusual result. It's a 1, so that's the black die. That's the ballpark chart. Oh boy, what's going to happen here? 3-4. Is it a small ballpark? It's semi-small. This says yes. Deep to left. It's gone. Sammy Sosa walks it off in the bottom of the 9th. The Cubs have come all the way back to beat the Cardinals 7-6 at Wrigley Field. Go crazy, Chicago. Go crazy. Sammy Sosa homers to win the game. Oh my God. What a baseball game. The Chicago Cubs walk it off against the Cardinals. It's Sammy Sosa, of all people. Sammy Sosa walks off the Cubs. Wow. Oh boy, what a game. Let's look at some stats here. So runs created, Brant Brown leads the way with 5. Jose Fernandez 3. Sammy Sosa 2.7. He drew 2 walks. 3-hit game for Hernandez. Boy, oh boy. Only 1 home run, obviously, in this entire game. Or 2, rather. Sorry, Brant Brown got the other one. Pitching-wise, oh, man. I mean, Wood was electric for a while. 8 strikeouts he finished with. Dave Stevens, 2 strikeouts, 1 and a third innings pitch. He had a 20 ERA, an awful game for him. Mark Pachada, Dan Wingert. Rod Beck is going to get the win. The loss is going to go to Acevedo, and oh my God, the Cardinals blew a 6-1 lead. What a game. All right, so I'm legitimately speechless. Guys, these games are incredible, and I don't care what brand you play. I don't care what sport you play. When you get games like that, it makes gaming all that much more worth it. So that was History Maker Baseball. Get your copy. Links down below. I'm stunned. I'm rocking and rolling, man. I can't believe they walked that off. That was incredible. And you could see semi-small ballpark. So the decider die said it was small. It was a home run. The umps didn't really come into play in this particular game, but they matter in other games. God, I can't say enough good things about this game. What a phenomenal contest. The Cubs walk it off. It's Sammy Sosa. Of all people, Sammy Sosa walks it off. How cool is that? Thank you, everybody, for watching. This has been History Maker Baseball, and we will see you next time.